close to the quality of Nkunku?
You wouldn't know about Luis Diaz.
Maybe say Nick Voterman. Is he close to him?
I know, what's that?
Maybe say okay, yes or no. Then we go to. Don't jump the gun.
We're good channel.
Okay, fine. I bet you Luis Diaz. Nkunku's numbers in terms of goals, does he come close to it?
Numbers?
Yes. Yes. Wait, last season, Luis Diaz, let us talk about facts. No. You're facing facts.
But facts. Who can has about 3 years ago?
No, I'm asking you, sir.
Nkunku, maybe. Okay. You see, you're fair to analysis now.
Okay.
Nkunku, you know, Ubaka say, send Ubi. The same situation now, Garnacho, and Yabiana, Nicolas Jackson.
No.
Now, oh, come on, Kofi.
No, it's not the same situation.
Why name him Chelsea pay Nicolas Jackson?
No, but we've not openly said that we have an issue with him and he's not going to go on preseason with us.
I know.
It is different.
But on several occasions, I'm one because I'm coach. I call press conference. You be some question about the boy. And so who tell the answer or the more beer or take conference room. It's clear Chelsea are moving on from Nicolas Jackson.
Yes, but
no do be banu of Chelsea. Yay, move first can in Amna. Also drew, so Moment, when you 10,
they are very separate. And none of pay.
Turn from Chelsea. And honestly,
I
hope they are maybe.
Now, and no, I think one of the first things you spoke about, Madrid for only game normally was Osasuna boy.
I wasn't impressed at all.
You see, I agree with you. Yeah, and Rich, were you expecting, say, from the off, Madrid were going to be very colorful?
Kind of.
Then I think, say, you probably expected too much.
Yes, I understand. There's a new coach, players, new additions are Madrid and Yama best sakaka.
Yeah.
But me the Madrid team in Yamien.
Yeah. You see, I'm
born on boy and
who's the first one? Let me catch you say what follow Osasuna. Osasuna is a very, very defensively solid team. All throughout the Spanish La Liga. And me, I didn't have a problem with Madrid born on boy with Osasuna, no? For 2 reasons. One, because I'm a new coach. And it appears to me, say, from the who Club World Cup, any games that Madrid are going on, the new coach wants to play in a different way. You do the like who say join Carlo Ancelotti. If Madrid don't have the ball, they run back into their shape. But if you watch that game against Osasuna, in fact, the reason why I'm bringing this again is that I changed on 3 separate data sets. That's supposed to say Madrid players covered more ground as a collective, 111 kilometers, about 4 more kilometers more than the average 108 or 109 last season. No Madrid for the cover under Carlo Ancelotti.
It's because Osasuna is defending.
No, so when you are covering more ground, I say, Ukita ball in the opponent zone in corner, you don't cover most ground. Usually, you cover ground when you counter press quickly. Again, into Mekano, but in Kayadi and Kaye, Carlo Ancelotti. They sit back, they go back into a shape, and then allow Osasuna to play until time almost Sabeka. Rich, one of the biggest problems of Madrid in recent times has been on the front train. They don't press well without the ball. Rich, look at this annotation. In the first 35 minutes, Madrid tried to attack, lose the ball, and then quickly it turns on other goal, killing return Mbappe, and Vinicius Junior. I agree, Bono wasn't the most exciting, but in seeing this data, it tells me, sir, I believe, say, okay, fine, Madrid will come good in the next few games. Seriously, I won't be surprised. So Madrid will peak in the middle of the season. Maybe they'll be able to give Barcelona a run for their money. All of us probably will not expect it because of first game against Osasuna. They were not colorful. Almost too exciting. Almost too slow on the ball. But my opinion, they are playing a different style of play. Different from what Carlo Ancelotti did, different from what Madrid are used to, and then now they are playing under Eberechi Eze and Xabi Alonso. Rich, Madrid for a use 0.84 seconds on average in the game to win back the ball every time against Osasuna. Again, I always understand that the point of view of the opponent is born number one, but also Madrid's attitude in conjunction with the fairness and distance cover in the game makes me believe that they can be good. My only problem again watching the game, this annotation. She may be a brand friend Alvaro Carreras Ejina as a fullback. And I think that players need to say Vini Junior do not understand. Because in the past under Carlo Ancelotti, say Madrid air build up. Usually the fullbacks don't particularly push up, especially at left back. Right back say Dani Carvajal, then he pushes. But at this time, Alvaro Carreras has been given that license. Say only the friend in the underlapping run in breaking down a low block. So there are certain times where Vini, instead of laying the ball and using the underlapping run of Carreras, or rather want to take on players 2v1. He is new to that style of doing a lot of combination play in tight spaces now. And I think that under Xabi Alonso, Vini will come good. I think it's early days yet to have a lot of worries about Vini, and this was one of them. Carreras lays the ball to Eberechi Eze and Vini Jr. Carreras had one around, so in between the outside centre back, any fullback, no. But Vini, instead of passing and combining, he rather wants to take on 2v1, and it affects them. I want to believe, say, the press and counter press of Madrid, the fact that you're able to run more, win the ball quicker, and then the possibility of keeping wingers, stretching play, and then using fullbacks as underlapping run. They are good signs that Madrid will probably come good in the course of the season. So for me, I'll keep it there. Now, Barca are saying that they want to extend the contract of Frankie de Jong. Does that mean, say, it is the end of either Marc Casado and I say Marc Bernal? Because we say Barca deep line playmaking in 51. Frankie Petri can do that job also. Marc Bernal and then Marc Casado. In fact, at the beginning of last season, Casado and Bernal essentially became de facto starters. Came another Frankie de Jong and Prano, and when he didn't have, he had not sorted all of those or the on-call contract extension in Saint-Semno. And they bleed in them until those boys came to get injured. Now they are 4 fighting for just 2 positions. There are a lot of clubs in Europe. In fact, another pay from L'Equipe, they are asking for the signature of a branch of friend Marc Casado. And in front of Mundo, they are saying that Barca are going in to finalize the contract extension of a branch of friend Frankie de Jong. The NTN say Obenya a salary somewhere around 9 million annually for himself, and it's good for him. I think say after Sarah injury, Frankie de Jong has been one of Barca's best players from last season. Which Frankie is good. Very, very good. And maybe because he plays with Pedri, our people don't particularly pay attention to him. But we say, enable because you need Obi Obeya recycling amount. And then they are making recycling now. Say, who the more record come out attackers no? No more corner echo kem. No more it's men breaking down the opponent defense now. And say, more never next year. More never next year. Who you be able to start to attack him? Whether it's a sideways pass, whether it's a front pass, but they control also the tempo. Ometime dictate say okay, yanku yanim sisi. Okay, yantu yabu asikakra. Yanku sideways yan puli kakra before we play forward. And that is what Frankie de Jong does in the middle of the park. So he is an excellent player. I agree that Barca to extent, but does that mean that Casado and Nase Bernal Mubako Bekwana?
Abrante or Tiskin Pau.
Frankie
de Jong.
Oh yeah, he's also a Barca.
Tiskin Papa.
He said he loves Barcelona.
Abrante for Femo Barcelona.
Yeah, also a club.
Always know about a subject of transfer. So Barca Sika Simti, Yama Abrante and Co. Mekai Manchester Dinechi was a me.
Eric Ten Hag.
Me say me free Barcelona. Still I'll play.
Yeah. Also a club. He says
that is his club.
Yeah.
Barcelona for them was a look.
Yeah.
Nanke mistake Nanke Abrante.
Yeah, Frankie excellent player. And I don't know if it's because of
penalty for that.
Meaning say is it because of Johan Cruyff, who is Dutch, who is from Ajax Amsterdam, and also I'm talking about the club Ajax Amsterdam, so a conveyor belt of top players, a free Ajax Ebano, and also having played at Barcelona and become a legend. So you see,
no, I want to know on Bobo.
Very good. Only say sometimes it is difficult for non-Spaniards and Europeans, and we are non-Spaniards, or non-European as South American. They love Barca more because maybe because of colonization, there is a certain level of ingrained in them. So okay, the Barca. I mean, abroad team pay Barca, see you quiet Barca or Madrid. But all Europeans love their country teams. It's what I'm trying to say is that when somebody is born in Amsterdam, they love Ajax Amsterdam. When somebody is born in Rotterdam, maybe it's probably Eindhoven Eindhoven, it's PSV Eindhoven. And you find out money at the end of it's not particularly another club in Europe. But maybe because of the influence of Johan Cruyff, having come from Ajax Amsterdam as a club, gone to Barcelona, become a legend there, coach there. In fact, Barca, some of their principles of play came from Johan Cruyff. So maybe because of the affinity to the club, and he wants to take a football club Barcelona, he deserves it. And the fact that he's even one of the captains.
Oh yeah, so players now.
Yeah.
Pressure about team so.
Oh, calm me down, everything.
Calm it down.
Calm me down.
On the veggie ball, young call left, young call right. There be boy there some side of come back. Yeah, cycle play. Yeah. I mean, come on. And the guy in the IQ of the ball, super.
A very, very good Barca for Nasansa, one of the captains over there. Of course, for Jules Koundé, we knew was going to come. 2030. Say the
Chelsea Muncha then need Sanko for Nibi.
Like Sanko for Nibi say,
Ukutabo when there's pressure on the chain inquiring.
We have a lot of them. We have about 2 or 3 of them.
I know.
We have Enzo Fernandez or Yese Ejuma can do that job. We also have Romeo Rabiot can do that job. Make up with a minute education baby entertaining. Obi or Shabu, won't shake ball, won't shake Chelsea.
I'm a da.
Oh, shake.
Chelsea match better.
Won't shake Chelsea match.
Enzo
over my voice across the
Bobby. I mean, two onion call. I'm on for Eberechi Eze. Oko Arsenal. Omu PBT. Enkanoni. Daddy, you know now, Judge. Say Enzo DB Fernandez.
Nati, make us match. Ofa Sir Chelsea midfield 2 no. Now for Barca midfield 2 now. Between that pair, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Frankie de Jong, Pedri Gonzalez. There isn't too much in terms of quality gap between them.
Quality no so.
Oh what?
Yankwe.
Maybe my analysis.
Me come out the ujina.
Of course, Anthony, you didn't tell me.
You didn't.
Maybe my bedroom. It's a better.
I know can where you know.
I know can.
I can't discuss.
Who are the bikes? Make sure mama. The next time we are from because the bank could see the catcher at your who the city the car. Who people what the original J.
1 second. Kofi Maresca.
You see how got it. Mama, you was Russia. They taru pa you are.
I know.
You be a man why na afedi. Say over there to my waja to you to say credit. And now Chelsea have managed to sell Renato Vega, who they bought from FC Basel for 12 million. They've sold him to Villarreal for 25 million base fee. But the deal can go on in terms of add-ons they sign your money, man. Between 29 million to about 30 million for Branty Freno, Renato Vega. Now, Renato Vega came into the club to come and play at left centre back or left back, but can also play as an inverted left back in the middle of the park. Now, make last season, Renato Kati Chelsea for say for World Cup 2026 sake, our Portugal national team, them position who say obetimi compete Bobby. And yes, I made for now. I'm a person inverted from left back. Or so shot at proper left back. Nuno Mendes born on Paris Saint-Germain. In the Portuguese national team, all team to know. So the only place he fancies that he can get a place to play, whether it is competing with Gonçalo Inácio and anybody that plays on the left hand side of Portugal's back line, he believes at left centre back. So he told Chelsea that he doesn't want to turn outright and also want to loan. Last season he went on loan to Juve. And everybody saw how good he was as a player. Oba, Juve have decided not to take him for a full amount in terms of buying him totally. Then Villarreal have come on board, buying him for 12 million. And because your club cannot relate. As it stands now, Anthony, Marcus Rashford, a lot of players. This summer, not on player, player. But anytime we talk about Chelsea sales, no person will queue any. We will keep on telling you. Because at the beginning of Chelsea for the talk club, Motina has said and said, oh, the club doesn't understand what they want to do. But in all honesty, they have run the club to the extent that players now have quality, are playing in the team. And all what people said they are surplus to demand, they are making proper profits of them. And now, once the deal went through and everything was fine, Chelsea are going to make a book profit of 18+ million. Only the loan fee at Juventus 5 million in the account, man. It goes in excess of about 20 million. It means that this season, Chelsea are generating £251 million in terms of player sales. And it is a very, very good thing. You see, you wait for us to come and see this. Oh, Kofi Mato 1 million on Kofi.
Obia what tissue makane severally. Says how do you inquire the bomb about apart from some ton? Mosaton.
It's me ton
about bomb about 20 minutes.
Bound time. Ota can ya ton.
Oh, and
Ota can ya ton more.
Now, Mia Kramaka say, whoever all yes, our business in the match, Chelsea. I think also clubs and no chance say now. You call money, you could be some saying. You know, because they are doing well.
It is marketing.
They are doing so well. They are quite a mobile.
What only are buying for a year with Nkunku? Chelsea have to stamp their feet. Bayern for no want to make it look like almost somewhere ding. But what they are doing it because a Nkunku Chelsea. And I'll explain to you. I've said several times for almost 1 month. He said, me didn't say Xavi Simons to Chelsea done. I believe that is done. The only thing is that Chelsea and Leipzig will not want to make that deal open because Chelsea for him say immediately Xavi Simons automatically is reported that it is sorted. Obi remember Christopher Nkunku who says the replacement now the neighbor no one had the number. Iti ujano manisi word my baba also. Iti jemu ma any engine loan. So until Chelsea will be able to let Christopher Nkunku go, Xavi Simons will not come as a transfer start, and it's a marketing plan to strategically position the deal and get what you want. What Bayern are doing, it's because they know that Chelsea wants Xavi Simons and they want to do that. Rich, you can't tell me that the Bundesliga Player of the Year 2022, 3 years ago. 2020, he was the highest scoring goal player in the Bundesliga, German Bundesliga, with Robert Lewandowski. No,
but that is 3 years ago.
Fine, no problem.
3 seasons.
No problem. But all of the players that Bayern have tried to buy this summer, they are not close to the quality of Nkunku. Okay, Nick Votamade, or you're close to Nkunku. Rich, Nick Votamade, who is not close to the quality of Nkunku. I'm coming to them. I'm asking you first. Is it close to the quality of Nkunku?
Maybe
Nick Votamade. Is it close to him?
I know.
Maybe okay, yes or no. Then we go to. Don't jump the gun. Okay, fine. I'm going to tell you Luis Diaz. Nkunku's numbers in terms of goals, does he come close to it?
Numbers?
Yes. Yes. Wait, last season, Luis Diaz, let us talk about facts. No. You're facing facts.
But facts. Who can is about 3 years ago.
No, I'm asking you, sir.
Nkunku, maybe. Kofi. You see, you're fair to analysis now.
Okay.
Nkunku, you know, Ubaka say, send Obi Beton from Chelsea. Sasikana mu go to no
40 million.
What about you?
Player
or paper. Want to do a pra.
Fine.
Bona crown above from. Who drove him?
It's Roberto Luis Diaz.
What keep him for?
Relax. You are buying Luis Diaz for 75 million, but you pay 40 million for him.
It's because Luis Diaz will play and about him.
Well, then more than Luis Diaz more him. No, me say Bob and Luis Diaz more him. In buying team right now, you need Nkunku more.
I never across the Premier League.
Now then how can
the Premier League? Luis Diaz last year.
In that Liverpool team, Luis Diaz contributed to the league 13 goals. When Leipzig were doing what they were doing over, he scored 20+ goals.
Leipzig
even at a lower team.
Kofi.
No, Theo, Richardo. You see, sometimes SES choose animal. Even at a lower team. What I'm saying is that If you can pay Newcastle buy Nicha 75 million from Nkunku, but so we pay 75 for Luis Diaz, 40 million. If you can go to Stuttgart and tell them that we pay 50 million for Nick Votamadi, then you pay 40 million for him.
We are not catch him say, I Garnacho do we 50.
Which Obian can't say we be cast a won't pay Garnacho. Obian can't say we Manchester United, but that's the difference. I've told you that in the transfer market, it's about marketing. You play on our tongue, and the end of the time, I'm a semi tongue. Maybe I can't just say, and
a bad, the one phone player.
Oh, buying in casa. Buying in casa. Buying, I've not said that.
I was on below, and yellow,
on casa. That's not what buying I've said. Buying I've said, please, I have it to Chelsea twice.
Zaddy.
Or maybe I Chelsea catch homes outright. The only way now they are proposing an obligation. Chelsea say no. And me, what I want Chelsea to do is that I'm holding on my stance next hour. Send them they build a reputation in the English Premier League and in Europe. Say over the one, I want to turn him out.
Got on the end of the Edru as well, I can't just say.
They're not to my catches are rich. Unya more than 28 million crowd with the bet. Alejandro Garnacho. But Garnacho, una wa pemu boy na full team. We did not tell you that let Garnacho go. Yeah, come be anchor. Say ma Alejandro Garnacho go. Say oh, you do all the man, you better turn. And we buy for 25 million. We am am 3 million say mo fan Jetia.
Nkunku ni mbo boche Luis Diaz.
You see, asema me kano. My man be subjective winning bo. Mankasa. No, I made a simple comparison of if you have
players are buying that tunnel. Almost saying the nimbo boche.
Exactly. And in extending that argument, I ask you that if you can pay 50 million for unproved Nick Votamadi, why will you not pay 35 million plus 5 for Nkunku? Why? Somebody who has proved before in the same league. If you can come and buy Louisia for 75 million, whose highest tally in the English Premier League is not to the 20 that Nkunku has scored. Why can't you pay almost half of that for Nkunku? Somebody who has proved in this same league. That is where I'm coming from. It is buying in your home.
Why?
Oh, I'm going to see you.
Oh, dear, oh, would we now count as Yentia? Yes, on our feet.
But you know that Garnacho, nobody even give you 10 million today. Yeah, Mom. You know it. No, wait, you see.
No, Abraham or no, I don't know.
And
you're too upset with Chelsea.
And it is Manchester United.
Who feels that? So who says Abraham? And yet Chelsea now no person Okoba. And I be to look. Wow, Opa Branton be a bra. Get more than 40. But
I stem free him. Where did they stem from? You should get more than 40 for him. On proper market value for wingers, Garnacho should be 40 and above. But then Ebane saying because Manchester United have not handled the situation well. It's same as Anthony.
And they G2, but they don't just turn for.
Now what's that? Over trash a come. The amount 28 you've won the bet. Alejandro Garnacho 25 plus 2. You take it or leave it.
On our own country.
What's he say?
On our own country.
The
same situation now Garnacho. And you be Nicolas Jackson.
No.
Now? Oh, come on, Kofi.
No, it's not the same situation.
Why name Mr. Chelsea pay Nicolas Jackson?
No, but we've not openly said that we have an issue with him and he's not going to go on preseason with us.
I know.
It is different.
But on several occasions, I'm one because I'm coach. I call press conference. Yeah. You have some question about the boy.
Yeah.
And so, who any answer or demo, be out to conference room. Yeah. It's clear Chelsea are moving on from Nicolas Jackson.
Yes, but
no, do you be banu over Cheska? Yay, move first can in Amna. Also, Drew, yeah. They are
very separate. And none pay. Enzo Maresca pre-match press conference for West Ham. On the for Nicolas Jackson. I don't say, over 2 strikers. Nicolas' first match, you will be red card in 20 minutes. And subsequently, because of Sawe, 2 strikers now, he doesn't think that Nicolas Jackson will get a place in China team and call West Ham anymore. But your manager says outright, enlisted players, SSR players, they can't even go for preseason training. So it is different. Mr. Look at it objectively. For Man United, Senator Tonchen, and you are Garnacho, 10 million crown. It is more Anthony that's
59
Garnacho
50. Take it or leave it.
Over to better and I say Garnacho Munya 30 crown.
No, you bet in say.
So as we near there, as one more day to me don't does. What you bet in yes.
Eberechi Eze.
When they got khaki to khaki. Matewa mi now.
They have it.
Did you expect say Torian Mospet for no will lose out on Eberechi Eze because I think so they've lost out on him. Did you expect?
What really happened?
Go
behind himself,
yes. Now, who is Arsenal for scout to Eberechi Eze? I hope you remember. So they scouted the most scouts not for rich. Football transfer business, so and they scammers, and then people who are the right English word. Scammers near the right English word, but people who are to an extent con men are almost so imagine. So everybody knows that Eberechi Eze release clause is 68 million in pounds, and Obi Obeko Steve Parish won't be about Eberechi Eze. He just shows you the boys release clause on Kasabebre. Then tells you that opener agree personal terms to him and go and buy him. Now, so Obekaya, Tottenham Hotspur in the last few days had gone to Chelsea's link Abrante fellow Xavi Simons, and Xavi had told them straight on open Chelsea. So it means that they had to finalize Eberechi Eze deal. No? Which means Eberechi Eze ne bra penny and any agent. According to a lot of the news in North London, what happened is that Eberechi is an out-and-out Arsenal boy. 2 nights ago, Tottenham must perform any Eberechi really. They agreed that they were Crystal Palace. They agreed with the boy. Now, Crystal Palace for actual Mwasi because and then a conference league game about. It's one signing paperwork off. They told Nottingham Forest Tottenham must perform. They say Richard Owen time. No one for Eberechi as a game no and then you may a conference league movie. Yeah. Now come on finalizing deal, but of course, my verbal agreements. Rich, once Arsenal got wind of it, quickly Arsenal contacted Eberechi Eze's brother and told him, say, now say what about Arsenal Academy pay? And you pay. It is a movie your personal test BBA. You maintain everything that Tottenham was supposed to give you. You bet yes can. Well, no pass now. And he did an interview a couple of years ago saying, say, at age 13, Richardo. Yeah. Also, my dream was to play for Arsenal. I remember the training after I got released from Arsenal. I couldn't focus. I was just crying. But I think that helped me so much in all other rejections that I have faced. I thought if I can get through Arsenal releasing me, I can get through anything. It's just because Crystal Palace wanted to wait for the boy to play in the Conference League. It bought time for Arsenal Football Club. And Arsenal have jumped in knowing that Eberechi is a true and true Arsenal boy. He is going to be an Arsenal player. We'll come and talk about how he affects the Arsenal game. No? But who said, and then in Italy, it looks as if Rasmus Hojlund alcohol.
I mean, your intentions are very clear. Movie on.
Movie on. That's on to 20. Movie on is on to 20.
Kofi, I'm saying, waiting beyond. I mean, and maybe we can share sponsor. Be one, because he say, when
Chelsea share sponsor, almost on due diligence still.
Still na Quatricana.
It's almost can't tell me how we see about 20. Tell me due diligence.
Maybe some question.
I didn't know no amount. And I'm
as a we are no another so cheap.
That
say
intimunya one sentence per a phrase and a kind of
and I'm say intimunya be Quatrica
due diligence. It's my phone code into the in a conference league matches or one now. Obi Obeso Kofi Kesi, no waiting to take screenshots now.
World champions, we need share sponsor.
Yeah, the MP says Canada also. Muna and Muslims also tone shares a man called for Babuami. Steven, maybe on audience, maybe a free banner.
Blacks, young quay.
Yachikron for now, business here, Bonana. Okay. Mamma code no man, never bomb. Do me the answer.
BWC01DC7A. And your first code. Second one BWC01BC2D. And your second code. Third code no. BWC 0191E3. And the last one no. BWC 01A614. And your bed with quota. Yadi Emamo and Nano Pen now so to me